you came on this podcast already more than a year ago, and I asked you, what is your mission? And you said, I want to be useful and I want to solve problems.
Yeah.
And the world gave you some pretty big problems over the last couple of days. You said before, one of the positive points is that people actually trust us even more because you did a sort of masterclass in leadership. Usually when someone gets hacked or robbed, there are a few phases that one goes through. Feeling violated, then anger, then depression, and then you realize that you're the master of your own destiny, the captain of the ship, and you bounce back. And you literally skipped, or you seem to have skipped the first 3 stages and you went straight to the last one. What's the very, you talked about priorities. What's the very first thing you do when you learn that your exchange got hacked for $1.5 billion on a Friday night at 10 p.m.?
You mean that first 10 seconds?
What do you do?
First, so I got a call from my CFO. So after I signed the transaction, about 30 minutes later, he called me. When I get the call, it was already, I know it's bad news because he typically don't call me. The guy likes to send message. He just doesn't like call. He calls me. The moment I pick up, it's him and my security team. Then I know it's most likely a hacking happened. But then the transaction I signed was 30,000 Ethereum. So I was in my head trying to calculate 30,000. I forgot the price of Ethereum. So I was like, okay, 3,000, 30,000, 3,000. Okay, how much is that? Mm-hmm. And then I said, Ben, something is very bad. I said, okay, well, we got hacked. He said, yes. I said, okay, the 30,000 is all gone. And that's when his voice starts shaking. And that's when I start to get a little bit shaky. I was like, okay, this is much worse. He says, no, Ben. It seems like it's the whole wallet. And I asked, what do you mean the whole wallet? What do we have in the wallet? Because I don't know. He said about 401,000 Ethereum. And I was like, okay, how much is that? And he said $1.5 billion. And so that's when the moment I get, I had butterflies in my stomach when I see the people that's calling me. Right after I signed 30 minutes, I get a bad feeling. But that's when I felt, ooh, my God. Okay, I was kind of a bit shaky, a bit sweating. And then I know no point to worry about the money and think about the money and the damage and the consequence, but to focus, snap out of it. So about 10 seconds took me to snap out. And the next question I asked was, how did it happen? They said, well, you signed this wallet. My security team is the one answering me now, saying you signed this transaction, which lead to, they believe, a hacking of the whole wallet. And I said, what about our other wallet? Are they secure? My security team confirmed that it's all secured, only this specific wallet. And I asked like 3 times, are you guys sure? Because this answer is very critical for me to make the next move, to know how is the problem contained. Do I need to shut down the system to find out what happened? Or do I need to go to the next crisis to face the bank run? There's multiple things that's happening in my head. So they said that, then I stopped worrying. I said, okay, then the system is intact in my head. I think about we are not being penetrated is the third party because it's the cold wallet that got hacked, which we use Genesis Safe. So I asked them, only Genesis Safe is hacked. They're like, correct, 100%. Was okay, what other wallets do we have under Genesis Safe? They said, we still have a stablecoin wallet. How much? 3 billion. Guys, 3 billion, safe or not safe? You got to give me a fucking answer now. Confirm. Ben, safe. 3 billion safe. Lost 1.5. I said, okay. And I said, asked my CFO, can we cover the loss with our money? And he says, yes. Then at that point, I know I don't need to worry about trying to sell the company or get investment. I know that clients' monies are safe. At least I don't have to face legal consequences. The moment I make the decision, it's all under my control that I pay, clients are safe. So this was the biggest relief, and I took a big breeze. And then I started the whole next part, which is commanding the team and everything. But these were the first few questions that I had to make sure. And so I know what I may focus next. Yeah.
What did you do next?
I called my my COO, and then she come online. We briefly updated her, and she went into the crisis procedure. We have what we call incident in the company, or P-1. P-1 means very, very critical incidents. We've had critical incidents before, and we have a monthly drill on all the critical incidents that might happen. So
can you give an example of a previous critical incident and how big it was compared to this one?
Nothing was this big. We've never experienced a hack. Previous, well, maybe the website was down, or the matching engine is down. Nobody can make a trade in derivatives, let's say, or the withdrawal system is down, is not responding. It will be considered a P-1. P-1 in our term is impacting more than 10,000 clients. Any function down that's impacting more than 10,000 clients, or causing damage more than $1 million in terms of USD. So any of these one we find is a P-1 incident, and there is a P-1 button that anyone can call. You click on that button, it immediately wakes up all the management of the company, and it's a actual phone call, and it's by sequence. If the guy doesn't pick up, automated call follows. So it's a master controlled system. It's all automatic. So you went and everyone gets a call. If you don't pick up, Kevin don't pick up, your deputy head will get the call next in case it's midnight or whatever. Everyone then get online. There is a meeting room already created for them. They join. There's someone taking notes, someone doing commanding, someone giving the instruction, and then it's all done. So we have a drill every month for this P-1. After I told her this is definitely P-1, so she proceeded with the P-1 procedures in the company.